Okay, in theory, we might be live. It says we're recording, but it's not 100% connecting to the stream. I think that got disconnected. But people after the fact will be able to hear us, and really, at the end of the day, well, that's not what counts. What counts is the D&D game is the friends you made along the way. Oh, cannot access specified channel. That's nice.
You gotta reload your crap.
Nope, it seems to be working now. Okay.
Yay!
Yes. So, hello and welcome to Critical Knowledge. This is a 5th edition Homebrew Dungeons & Dragons campaign. My name is Crash. I will be your DM for the evening. Tonight I am joined by several awesome people, including April, Matt, and Millie. And,
Yeah!
Right.
what happened last time?
I met this lady, and she was like, oh, hey, I know magic stuff, and I was like, cool, but then she was like, I want your magic item, and I was like, no, they're my shiny daggers, and we're like, no, and then she's like, I'm gonna fight you, and I was like, why? I don't get it, but anyway, she got really mad, but she wanted to be our friend, and I thought about it for a minute, but then I was like, no, not my daggers. And then I was also confused, because I was like, wait, why are you doing this? And she was like, knowledge. And I was like, that's not a good reason. She's like, I don't care. And I was like, what? Anyway, then we fought her. Yeah.
We were victorious in our combat.
Yeah, duh.
That is an important distinction. It was not a total party kill. We are not all starting off with new first level characters.
Yeah, I'm still a hero, so therefore we won.
You are Hero's younger brother, who was also named Hero.
It's our family name.
Yeah. Well, your full name is Orc Hierophant. So you had a younger brother that was named Hobgoblin Hierophant.
Hero Orcphant. Hero Orcphant.
Or something like that.
I don't know.
So, what has taken place since last time? First of all, you have gotten a long rest since last time.
Okay.
Several, in fact.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yes. So, go ahead and keep pressing that button forever. Forever and ever. No, don't do that. Representatives from...
up?
Not yet.
Oh, dang.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm not sorry.
Okay.
But for the record, I will let you know earlier than, hey, we've started the session, if you level up. Okay. Because springing on you now, I've found out that having people level up in the middle of a campaign session means, okay, well, we're not going to have anything going on for the next half hour while people pick their new spells.
That's true.
Yeah. Although there's no... Well, no, there is a wizard in the party, but never mind. So, representatives of the Ogmanite Enclave, now that you've cleared out a significant portion of it, went into the Singing not the Singing Hills, the Crooked Hills to see the Singing Monolith. They met Safeguard and had a wonderful conversation. Thank you for that reference.
The Singing Monolith.
I thought it hummed, but whatever.
It made music. It made strange music, which is why it was called the Singing Monolith. They investigated the Green Circle rooms. Several members of the Ogmanite Enclave did need to visit the on-site counselor after investigating the Green Circle rooms, but there was
horrible.
I know. There was a lot of trembling. Some medications were provided to help ease their troubled minds. But the main thing that they have gotten out of the experience is, one, they're kind of sad that you brutally murdered Umeli of the Nine Hands instead of having her change the face of the planet completely, which could have happened.
She asked for it.
But they're not that upset about it because, changing the face of the planet would be kind of a big thing. But after a few days of investigation and checking Umeli's notes as well, they are pretty certain that rather than just opening up Pandora's box to the world, well, it's already leaking because it's under a lot of pressure, but they think that they can let things out more slowly and in a controlled manner, and if anything really nasty is freed from the singing monolith, well, it's over a bottomless pit, so they have a few ideas about what they can do with it.
Yeah, I have a few too.
And many of them involve a maximum velocity before impact.
Yay! I mean, oh no.
So they're very happy for you, and you're allowed to hang out with them whenever you want. For some reason, none of you offered to go down into the catacombs underneath the Crooked Hills again, even though they offered that you could come. For some reason,
hard pass on that one. No offense.
Yeah, for some reason, some of you politely declined. Some of you did not politely decline, but one of those words was in effect.
Politely.
Yes. But it is the morning of a brand new day, and well, at this point, what do you want to do?
Where are we? We're in which town? I forgot the name.
You are in Flotsam. You are in the city of Flotsam.
Okay.
Can we Dutch them?
Did you spend the night at the Ogmanite Enclave? They were willing to let you stay there for free if you wanted, or you could have spent the night at an inn if you preferred that.
I'm going to stay with Flotsam in the Enclave. I have no problem there.
Okay.
I want to hang out with Brightlight.
You said her last name correctly. You said her last name.
I have to do it every once in a while. I have to do it every once in a while to keep them on their toes.
Well, she is currently spending all of her time in that central giant chamber with the geometric shapes and the singing monolith, so you'd have to go into the Crooked Hills to see her.
Oh, well then, I guess I won't. I'm just gonna hang out with Dad. Or Father, whichever one I have today.
You have Father today.
Okay, I'm gonna hang out with Father.
Okay, and canonically, I am going to say, because Eric is not joining us this evening, Jaren Lightview, who you refer to only as Dad.
Yeah.
So he has no other name than Dad, except on his character sheet it says Jaren. Well, apparently, he is a Forge Domain cleric, and there happens to be an industrial district in the city, so he's been spending a lot of his free time there, seeing the sights and talking to people and learning new things.
It could also be like a holy day, like the Feast of St. Rita Moreno or something.
Well, the holy days have already ended. That's when they had the carnival.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
That ended a couple days ago.
He got drunk.
He did? He managed to?
I mean, there was consumption of an alcoholic beverage.
And dancing.
And there was dancing. And also a cotton candy machine monster.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
That was my favorite part.
You almost killed me. So, anyway.
Complex.
I hang out with Father. What are we doing, Dad? Father, Dad?
I'm the new dad.
I'm your new dad. Would you like a popsicle? I could get you a Nintendo.
I would probably go into town, after just to see what's going on, see if there's anything worth investigating, messing around, anything the Ogmanites are slowly venting off this pressure from the crystal down below, the singing monolith. But in the past, I mean, it's also generated lots of weird stuff in town. So, I would simply just kind of walk around, maybe to see if if that weird stuff has slowed down at all, or maybe just kind of kill some time.
Okay. Now, there is one individual in this group of merry adventurers that has been remaining quiet for some time. Nyx.
Yes.
How are you doing?
Doing all right.
Okay. It was offered that they could remove the growth that is sticking out of your forehead if you so wish. Mm-hmm. It's up to you. But they think they
I'd rather keep it. Rather keep the tree site.
Okay.
Well, it lets you see with your eyes closed, which is pretty cool.
And you weren't very big on hats anyway, so
yes.
Pulling up a hood will still be slightly difficult, but
I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to try to blend in with something unless I'm going to like hide behind a counter and be a tree.
You could be one gnome in a trench coat.
What if we had a play and she got to play all the trees?
I could do that. You get rid of my growth, can't do it anymore.
Exactly. We need her for the Christmas pageant.
We doing Charlie Brown?
I might as well. It's the right size tree for you.
I was gonna say that's the only kind of tree that's like Christmas tree I
Christmas
could use.
time is here. Oh my gosh! And that growth already has orbs on it.
And
There we go. We're already
volunteers
decorated.
to be Jesus. I'm baby Jesus, please.
A 7 foot tall, covered in fur, tabaxi Jesus.
7 foot tall baby Jesus, 125 pounds.
It's not that you're in the manger so much as there is a manger underneath you.
Yeah, there's a manger around. Dad has to carry me. I require Dad, not Father, to carry me.
So
Can that we do instead of a session? Can we just role play a Christmas Carol?
As a DM, I certainly will allow it if this is the direction that you wish to go in. There are rails. There are rails that are over there. I can see them on the horizon, glinting in the evening sunlight as the sun sets on my campaign.
And instead we become an acting troupe that just...
I'm a little upset that I'm just gonna be a tree when like
I mean,
Dad gets to be the Virgin Mary, and I guess Father is.
Hey, who has the
Joseph?
+6 in performance here?
I love that we have an out of context quote of Dad gets to be the Virgin Mary.
You know what, Auntie Nix, you can also be the voice of the angels coming from the Christmas tree.
Okay.
I think that's fair.
All right. I can live with that.
And I think that...
As long as I get to still wear the trench coat.
Absolutely. Without a question. Also, Ellie's character gets to be the livestock and the wise men.
By the
All
way,
at
Nix
once?
has inspiration. If you make me burst out laughing for whatever reason, you get inspiration. Nix has inspiration.
Because I'm just imagining now just Ellie being like, Moo, oh, look, to the north, a star, the sun is born.
Rejoice, for unto you this evening a child is born. Verily, you shall see it wrapped in swaddling clothes and lying in a manger.
I'm a baby! That's actually how it's gonna go. Pev is now trying to attack me because I laughed too hard.
Sounds accurate.
He's watching me, he's like, you were having fun. No fun allowed.
Can't have any of that.
So what's your college degree in again, Millie?
Fun. I actually do. I have a degree in recreation. I have a BS in recreation. Pev.
And that's what makes it funnier for me. Okay, so...
We have become an acting troupe.
It's a living. It's not much of it.
I mean, not yet.
Not yet.
You're on day 0 for becoming an acting troupe. You are going to need stagehands. You're going to need a venue. You're
Where
going
the
to need
hell's-
props and costumes. You're
gonna
going
need
to
to
need
get
a sound
auditions.
engineer.
I think we should just go pitch the idea without anything and just see how it goes.
Yeah, just start street performing.
There's worse ways to make a living.
Yep.
I mean, the other campaign has featured several of the worst ways to earn a living, yes.
I really just like the fact that you have one campaign that's like, how do we save the world with the help of the gods and not die again? And that let's be an acting troupe.
And between the two of them, you have actually saved the world. Because you did that last session.
Yeah.
So like, we're going to save the world. And you're over here like, amateurs, watch me juggle.
Baby Jesus juggling. juggling my gifts. Watch this baby juggle some myrrh.
The myrrh breaks open in its container, and it's now all over the place. Roll for sneeze.
Oh gosh.
That would be a con save, I think.
It's like glitter.
Yeah, I was about to say, what am I? I'm covered in glitter. I'm
nothing
covered
is as bad as glitter.
in flour.
There is no scent that is worse than glitter.
Wow! For once, I didn't get a nat 1. I'm usually good at those when it comes to getting covered in random objects. I got a 9.
Okay, well, you sniffle a little bit, but you're not like full out hay fever sneezing.
No, I choose to act and pretend to cry as a baby.
However, the merchant whose myrrh you grabbed to start juggling is a little upset with you.
Murder! Yeah.
That will be 5 gold.
Okay. That's the gold gift. The gold, frankincense, and myrrh. All I got left is the frankincense.
A giant, green-skinned monster with a flat head and bolts sticking out of his neck walks by.
Look! I found him!
No, that's just a monster. You're thinking of the doctor.
Oh, that's true. But isn't the doctor the true monster all along?
Or
yes,
one of the friends we made along the way.
That's true.
I don't know how to feel about this because on one hand, these jokes are cracking me up and you deserve that inspiration. Xanthus has inspiration now. But I've already made references to both of these, so what that's telling me is I'm just laughing at my own jokes said back to me. And the DM is conflicted right now. The DM is very conflicted, but will not stop giving the inspiration.
I was trying to find the map of Flotsam, but I don't think I have it anymore.
I think it's pinned.
Yeah, it's one of the pinned messages.
Okay.
So
I figured it had to
the
be, but I
best
was
three
like...
corners to do our show.
I'm actually not seeing it in the pinned messages.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it there either. Unless it's in the other, like...
Well, give me a second, because I can definitely find it. Because I already have my role-playing notes open in the folder. Oh, come on, Windows, don't do this thing.
Go to, but...
Windows has decided it wants to re-index all of my files. Because of course it has. Oh, if you go to the Pack Tactics chat in Discord, it's the second pin from the top.
Pardon me, sorry about that.
Because the kobolds went to Flotsam as well.
Okay, there we go. Now I can do something I can try to make a plan out of. All right, Ogmanite Enclave was 3. All right, let's look at the map here. Let's zoom in.
Yeah, the Ogmanite Enclave is that purple rectangle next to the 3, yes.
So, who's Charlie Brown? I'm really trying to figure this all out.
Well, we're only 3.
And which of you is going to be Lucy with the football?
Oh, that's true. That's Paige.
No, nope, not at all. No.
The hands.
Not just no, hell no, no.
The hands will be holding the football down while watching while watching Fahim try to kick it.
Actually, considering how Xanthus has on more than one occasion distracted Hero with his tail, Xanthus could be Lucy, the tail would be the football, Hero would be Charlie Brown.
That's true.
That makes way more sense.
That does. I just really like how quick that no was given.
You see, I like metaphors, so this went right into it. And the things that I like as much as metaphors are similes, because they're like metaphors.
Anyway.
Thank you. I'm here all week.
I'm just gonna leave now.
Yeah, I deserve that. Also,
okay, so here's my thought process. If we want to do this troop, we need money.
It's true. I'm good at taking things.
Well, I don't like just taking things. I'm a little paladin-esque. You know, that kind of activity is frowned upon. It's not very heroic. I found
it in a tree.
The Ogmanites.
Tree, but I also found it in the tree.
The Ogmanites don't tend to have a lot of money lying around. They tend to do a lot of things at cost. And really, the fair that they did helped keep them in the black. So that it's not like they're rolling in dough. But they are willing to provide material resources if you give them enough notice.
Well,
for some
do you
things.
think they could build us like a stage and they can like get us paints and like costumes?
Where would you want the stage to be?
I don't know, a pocket stage?
Well, I'm looking over the map, and there's a nice little square. If you look at number 11, where the Citadel is, there's an empty space kind of in what would be Newtown or Newton. Kind of directly east. It's square-ish. It's got a little bit there. It's empty. We could start working in there. It looks like, I don't know if it's open space or what, but we could certainly start working our magic there.
So here's
it's also
the
not
thing.
far from Hightown, where
So
that
here's
might be
the
where
thing.
money is.
Here's the thing about Flotsam. Flotsam is going through a population boom right now. There were a significant number of citizens that had previously been on the moon and that had been sent down to Flotsam by way of parachute-aided ballistic trajectory.
That sounds like fun.
Did it involve a trebuchet?
It may have involved some type of incendiary propulsion to enter the ballistic trajectory.
Sounds horrible. Let's not do that.
It was designed by kobold artificers. So, however horrible it sounds, it was probably worse. Because there's gnome inventors, and then there's kobold inventors. But
What's
in
a
any
page
case,
invention?
well, there are no page inventions here.
That's what you think.
Well, you haven't spent a lot of time in the Kenku district.
Oh, that's true, the squawks.
Yes. So as new arrivals show up, they are offered a plot of land. And right now, Newton is where they are designating those plots of land. If the area is color-coded green, then that is where a house has already been built. Areas that are not yet color-coded, those are areas where, well, when the next person shows up, we'll put a prefab house there. And by prefab house, I mean, well, you were joking about having a pocket stage. It's not too far from the truth for your new home.
There you go.
If you so choose to have one. So that white block that you're talking about near the 11, that is an area where new homes will be put there eventually. But if you want to claim a spot for, say, a playhouse, like a Globe Theater or something like that, they could do that instead of putting a house there.
I didn't see a whole lot of arts around here, so it might be worthwhile.
I can't believe that we're actually going to do this.
Why not? Well, in the other game, we owned an inn and a bar.
I mean, that's very true. That's very true. And I was very serious about my bar.
As I said, there are worse jobs to be done. Entertaining new arrivals and entertaining our fellow citizens, as it were, is not a bad job.
And you know that Hero would actually be perfect for, like, checking quality assurance, because if it can withstand Hero, then you know it's good.
I just don't have a lot of faith in Xanthus getting on stage and being able to read the room, because that will be a perception check.
Well, I would think it would be an insight check, and he's a little better there, but not much.
I mean, fair. That's fair. The DM would allow that.
And Hero can also help with seeing if the plays are good enough for children, and then also being good at... Hero is good at perception checks and can help be a bouncer. Literally. I'd be like Tigger.
I can see it now. Various playwrights would be coming to you with proposals for their plays, and they get like 30 seconds in, and here's like, this is boring. You're boring.
All right, that was funny. I told a poop joke.
all I did was introduce myself. I just said my name.
You're funny. Your name is Nightlight.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It doesn't use any of those letters.
Dad, put him down as Mr. Nightlight. Sorry, that's the rules. But that's
my last
not my
name is Bartholomew.
Your name is Barfemew. Dad, put him down as Mr. Barf.
Meanwhile, Xanthus would go ahead and do his own thing anyway.
The playwright just takes a deep sigh and says, they're the only theater in town. They're the only theater in town. They're the only theater in town.
Yeah, repeating that ad infinitum.
I'm really for this idea, actually. Instead of going on quests, we just.
Oh no! Well, we'll need to take the occasional quest to get funds.
Well, that's true. That's true. And also, they'll come to us, and then we get to
Right.
do stage sword fighting on stage in front of an audience.
Well, hey, they might hear about that. Hey, I understand you need money. I have this job. It will pay you money.
Also, we're here to stop you because we heard you stop the Nine Hands lady. We'll fight you. I'm like, we have a play going on. Please get on stage.
Excuse me, sir. This is a Wendy's.
Yeah, sir. Gosh, I had a sir. This is a Wendy's moment this week. So, sir.
My last "Sir, this is a Wendy's" moment was literally in a Wendy's.
God, that's beautiful.
No, it was a horrible experience because I wasn't the employee. Well, I'm glad I wasn't the employee saying "Sir, this is a Wendy's," but I was the person cornered and having to experience the situation. So, with that said, I'm just going to point out that this is a yes and moment that the DM is here for, and if this is what you want to do, I have no promises whatsoever, but I do want to hear input from Nyx as well.
I mean, I'm down for doing plays and stuff. I'm only gonna be a tree though. I'm not doing anything else.
What if we ask you for help with like our papers or to find lost items? Because you can see through walls.
Yeah, I can do all that, but I mean, acting wise, I'm gonna be a tree. I'll help set up. I'll help with like stage crew stuff, but
Also, you are literally a wizard.
No, that's true.
true. So yeah, I can help
I'm
with
gonna
that
be
stuff.
I'm gonna be shooting arrows to get lights in the right places.
You're 7 feet tall. You can just reach up there and do that.
That's true. I
with
can
your
also
hands.
climb. Oh my gosh, can I do lighting since I can climb?
Oh wow! You
I
have
mean-
all kinds of useful skills for this.
Yeah.
Tinker.
Yeah. And then also I have the magic spell that makes like vines and like thorns appear, so I can make the boss battles look really scary.
So I'm not going to ask for this to be done right now because we are in the middle of the game.
Yeah.
But what I will request from at least one of you is a floor plan.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Okay.
I'm not saying I'm going to be good at this, but I am excited.
Oh no, I'm hoping that it's not good.
Oh yeah, it'll be.
That'll be so much better.
Yeah, of course.
But it will be somewhat prefab, but they can do modular prefab to order, so they can in fact give you this. However, they're not also going to give you an additional building for living space, so this will be your living space. So keep that in mind.
We're going to have to put bedrooms in it.
Well, because we love the theater so much, we choose to live here.
Obviously.
You have a prop that's a tree, not Nyx, but maybe just for some reason you got a larger, like a double scale statue of Nyx to use as a tree. I don't know why you did that, but for some reason you did that, and that is
Where I
the
sleep.
thing that exactly. That's where I was going with that because I remember you said Hero only sleeps in trees.
Yeah, hero perverse trees. Oh, this is going to be amazing.
Wait. If it's only going to be double in size. It's only going to be like 6.5 feet tall. You're still going to be taller than it. Hero is still going to be taller than it.
Well, we don't want Hero to fall out of bed and hurt himself.
No.
So we
I'm
talked him
baby.
down from
Here's
having one that was 15 feet tall.
Here is a cat laying on your
I'm
feet.
baby. I'm baby.
That's why you tried to climb something that was 3 feet tall.
I'm baby.
You know,
In the first episode I did like 5 rolls about walking on like the curb of a sidewalk. Like
I don't know if this session is funny for anyone else besides us,
Probably not.
but I don't care.
years.
It's funny for us, and I am here for this content. This is me. There is a
Oh, yeah.
very famous moment from the Critical Role campaign. They were doing a live show, and two of the players decided to do a thing that was so hilarious. And I'm not going to go into all the details because that's not what this is about. This is not a Critical Role fan show. But the audience was so into it and it was so funny that there is video of Matt Mercer picking up his notes that he had for his plan for that session and just tearing them up because he knew he would never get to it. And I kind of feel like that right now.
Well, we'll get there. Maybe.
I'm just, like, literally my brain is going, Crash had this thing, he was like, man, nothing bad's gonna happen, which means everything bad's gonna happen. And, like, we're gonna go on our next quest to stop bad guys, and instead, we're creating an acting troupe and moving into Flotsam.
Yes, but here's the thing. If there's any thought in your mind that I am disappointed about this...
Oh, God, no.
Let me assuage you.
Well, I mean, Flotsam can use some protectors, such as we are, perhaps.
Flotsam can use some entertainment that is not likely to explode or transmogrify someone into a squirrel.
Yes, we're going with more natural entertainment, more pure, less magical.
Well, squirrels are somewhat natural. Most of them
Need
are.
a druid.
There's a few robot squirrels in town. Don't ask about them.
Yeah, we won't.
So the thing is that you said that, but, like, Hero's still in town. But also, Hero will be very entertaining. Oh my gosh, the Kenku children are going to watch Hero.
I don't know that we had Kenku children. We had Kenku.
Well,
They were adults, I thought.
there's an area of Flotsam called the Squawks, which is basically the Kenku district.
I met Kenku
right.
babies
Forgot
during
about
the first episode.
So, and Kenku are mimics, so there's going to be a
Oh my God, I'm gonna be a
population
star.
of Kenku that sound like Hero.
Man.
What have I done? What have I done? This is honestly...
Ellie just messaged me going, what's a Reapa's role? What's
the thought that there's going to be a significant portion of the Kenku population of this town that sounds like Hero
imitating me?
has put a sensation into my brain that is more intense than the one for the Kobold game, where I realized I had facilitated a sewage elemental being summoned by a particular wizard who happens to have their player be in this session also.
I heard about this.
Yes.
Because I was
That's
streaming and Crash
awesome.
came into my stream and was like, I hate life.
That's not what I said.
That was the paraphrase.
Proposed the idea, and everyone ran with it.
Eo in particular was very thrilled.
Huh?
Eo in particular was quite thrilled with it.
Oh, yeah. Eo loved it.
I'm just laughing at Ellie's
it gave the-
response. Like,
It gave the worst hugs.
Does Arepa have a role? Yeah.
It's called Cinnamon.
Yeah, I was like, you're going to be the barnyard animals and also the angels from heaven.
Is that the only play we're gonna do?
No,
I
that's
hope
just
not.
the first one.
I think it should be the only play we do. Like in the middle of July.
Charlie Brown. We only do Charlie Brown once. Next will be Charlie Brown Halloween. Then will be Charlie Brown Thanksgiving.
So, when Dungeons and Dragons first became a game, it was based off of modifying rules for war games. And there were a lot of people who disliked it. Thought it was a bad idea because war games were, no, we got to go for realism and use like actual troop formations that were used back then and paint all the figurines to look like what the people looked like back then with their armor designs and everything. And you can't have wizards and dragons. Cut to decades later. Okay, so we're going to put on a Christmas pageant where a gnome is playing a tree and a 7-foot-tall baby cat person with ADD is playing the baby Jesus.
Ellie responded with, that sounds lovely. I'll get right on learning my lines.
Accurate.
So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing.
Nyx is going to be in charge of lighting because I got a light cantrip.
There we go.
Let me know. I'll climb up tall for you.
Well, I'm going to be a tree in a trench coat, so, like, no one's going to be able to see me changing the lights.
It's true.
It's a very good disguise.
It is.
Just don't mind the 3 kobolds in a trench coat that came in paying 1 ticket.
Can I use my claws as a screwdriver to, like, tighten things?
Would I be able to notice that there are 3 kobolds in a trench coat?
Sure,
With my
just
true
close your
sight?
eyes. Just close your eyes.
With your true sight, I would still require there to be an insight check.
Okay.
Probably be a very low threshold, but yes.
Because they might just be a weirdly jointed dragonborn.
True, we can't make fun of them. But yeah, I think that that would be good for security. I'll also do child care. I didn't even say that sentence.
My mouth just fell open.
Who put the cat person in charge of child care?
The cat person put the cat person in charge of child care. Yeah, they self-appointed.
Father didn't notice, so I just went with it.
Yeah, probably.
This is what you get for not hiring additional help, which is why you're going to need to take the occasional quest.
Right. You need some money to hire the right help.
So that that Hero is not in charge.
Hero.
See, you do the same thing.
Of
So
child care.
Yeah.
I do, yeah. Oh my god, I can't believe this is what we're doing. I love it.
So we've been playing for almost an hour riffing off of all this. I'm not upset about this at all. I love this. But what do you say we take a short break? Because I need to do some stretches.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right.
Okay.
We're back, and my condolences because apparently the worst idea has been created.
I'm gonna do everything in glitter art. So so I'm gonna make all the playbills and I'm gonna cover them in glitter and I'm gonna draw in crayon on them. And then also I'm gonna cover the seats in glitter for our first opening because it's gotta be special, it's gotta be fancy. And also, while we're coming up with the floor plans for the people who are making it, I'm just going to be, sitting on the ground, kicking my feetsies like a little kid and, drawing, a stick house with, stick people, but a few of them have tails and some of them are short. And then just, drawing us in our little playhouse.
I love everything about this except for the glitter so darned much. Because I have a visual arts degree. I have a 4-year degree in teaching art, and I refuse to have glitter in my art room.
As you should. That's the correct way to do it.
I don't want to belittle the idea of PTSD, but I'm actually almost there because of incidences I've had.
Glitter is terrifying. Did you know that when I did drum corps, they actually spray painted glitter in my hair?
I'm so sorry.
End of story.
That sounds ridiculous.
It was horrendous. There's still glitter in the shoes I wore during that season.
I believe it.
I would have burned them.
You still have glitter.
Yeah, I still have glitter.
Yes, but it'd be in the ashes, which get thrown out, and it wouldn't be my problem anymore.
You think until it comes back and gets you.
Okay, I'm not sleeping tonight.
The gold glitter menace is coming after you.
Pretty much.
That's what it does.
So they make glitter crayons. Crayola makes
them. Yes, they do.
And I tried
they
them.
Don't draw
I purchased a class set of them to use with my students, thinking, well, the glitter is encased in wax. That will keep it on the paper, and it won't be the issue of having glitter and glue and doing stuff like that. No, it doesn't work.
No.
The glitter wants to be free.
Work at all.
It just wants to be free. You cannot contain the glitter. Okay. Well, with that said, again, as I've mentioned before, I'm not asking for a floor plan right now, but we're going to say canonically the structure of your playhouse has been built. And that is also your living quarters. So you will have a place to stay. I imagine that Hero's room is, for some reason, because Hero likes to sleep in trees. It's not furnished with a bed. It is furnished with a tree. That's my assumption. I could be wrong. But everyone else has like an actual bedroom. You don't need to bunk with others, which is nice.
I got a tree.
Yes, you do.
No one shares my tree. The tree is mine.
It's all yours.
It's your room.
All yours.
You can even have like a sign attached to your door with masking tape, with some cat hair stuck to the masking tape, because of course there's cat hair stuck to the masking tape, where it says "keep out," but like some of the letters are written backwards.
Yeah.
Like the O in "out" is written backwards.
Yeah.
Upside
Obviously.
down.
Yeah, it's like the sign outside of Piglet's house.
Something like that. So it's during the night, and Xanthus, I'd like you to make a perception check.
I would like to make one too, but we both know that's not going to happen.
This is true.
I'm just gonna make one just like.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, a broken clock is at least right twice a day.
Oh my goodness
Yes, but you're
gracious! You
digital.
learned how to see.
Okay, so I have a question about your prayer beads.
Yep.
Do you wear them to bed?
Do I wear them? Yes, actually, he might wear them to bed because to him they're a holy-ish relic. So yes, he might wear them to bed.
And they're also your only link to your past.
Yes, they are my only link to my past. So yeah, he would keep them because he has no idea. Other than now that we know that there's some sort of perhaps advanced cipher.
Or a relic of some kind, yes.
Yeah.
Ciphers are one-time use things, and your prayer beads are obviously not one-time use.
No, they are not. Well, they have uses per day, each stone.
And therefore not one-time use.
Yeah.
But
Not one,
like
not one time use.
Yeah, the AOL CD only worked once. And after those 1,000 hours were done, I mean, never mind about that. So you wake up in the middle of someone in your room trying to slip the prayer beads up over your neck. This did not work as intended because as a tiefling, you have horns.
It wasn't me.
It is not a 7-foot-tall tabaxi. You are absolutely right.
I just need that to be known.
They appear to be human.
Okay, so he's not likely to take that very well. I would immediately punch whatever face or body I see in the way, attempting to lift away my prayer beads.
Okay. Well, if you're going to attempt to punch, then I'm going to say everyone should roll for initiative.
Fair enough.
Okay. I got 19.
10.
I don't even remember my initiative modifier. Oh, it's a 0. So
You don't
Like
gotta. You don't.
So you rolled 104 for initiative.
yep. I did that twice on Roll20.
He goes first.
I did that twice on Roll20 last night. I'm like trying to roll a 1d20 for an attack roll, and I hit the 1 too many times, and it's like, I rolled a...
No, you are not
I rolled
allowed to roll
96.
a 1d 120. I will ask you to roll correctly, please.
There we go.
A
That's better.
15 is much more realistic.
I think he goes first, though.
No, actually, guess what, Hero?
I know, but apparently I do. But in his defense, he is the one punching.
He is punching, and we'll get
So
to
I
him
feel
in
like
a
it
moment.
does make sense that he gets the first jab.
Well, with that said, Hero, give me a perception check.
Okay. Let me get to the right page. I got a dirty 20.
Okay. Do you sleep with your magical bracers on?
Of course I do. They never come off.
I imagine that Hero is the kind of person who sleeps fully clothed.
Yeah. Yeah. Shoes on and all. If he's wearing shoes.
Yeah. And Xanthus would not wear his armor or weapons to bed, but he would wear the prayer bead.
Hero does. Hero wears all of his clothes except for when he's bathing.
Well, considering that Hero lived outside for so long and slept in trees, I'm not too shocked. That's why it was my assumption.
That's fair.
Yes.
Yeah, remember, I am Cat Tarzan.
We're all
So,
just
yeah.
glad that Hero has clothing.
Yes. You should be.
Yes.
But anyway.
So anyway, you wake up to find that there is someone in the tree with you who is attempting to take off your bracers.
They didn't read the sign?
Maybe
No,
that
they
sign
ignored it.
didn't count for them because they can't read.
Or they ignored him, which is worse.
Anyways, so I'm going to use my magic bracers and stab them in the face with a dagger.
Okay.
I could just scratch them, but I mean, daggers.
Okay. Give me an attack roll to stab the woman who's trying to take your bracers off. the glowing-eyed woman who's trying to take your braces off while you are in a tree.
Yeah, I don't really like any of that. So, yeah, let me do this.
Also, she doesn't appear to be standing on a branch.
Plus... Are they a plant?
No, but they're not in your tree. They're next to your tree.
I need to make sure because they're my favorite enemy. Let's see.
The cat has a favorite enemy of plants. How apropos.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's why you've never been able to keep a fern alive in your playhouse.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I also have dark vision, so I can see her. But anyways, let's see. So it does that, and then 21 hits.
A 21 hits.
Okay, and then that with a bam plus a hush 1d8.
Welcome to Math, the game.
Plus... I'm not throwing it for once.
Well, I mean, she's right there.
I got a 6.
You do 6 points of damage?
Yeah.
Okay. I will mark that off.
Dad!
I got somebody in my face.
You're not Dad.
Oh, that's true. Never
You're
mind.
not my real dad. You're my father.
That's an out of context quote.
There you go.
By the way, Hero, I am uploading a picture now of who was just trying to steal your bracers.
Oh, hey!
Is that her act? Is she armed with a sword like that?
Kind
And
of,
that kind of
sort
armor?
of. That kind of armor, yes. That sword, not so much. She has a long sword, but it's not drawn.
Anyways, and as I swipe at her with the dagger, I do yell like, "Yo, wake someone up first!" You know, I definitely do like a whoa, whoa, whoa. Paige doesn't like being scared. I just turned on my Google Talk on accident. It thought I was talking
been there
to my
and done
phone.
that. So, the next person is the person who is in Xanthus's room. And they are going to use an ability. So, Xanthus, give me a strength saving throw.
That should be relatively easy.
You think?
And that is I'm using the Beyond thing because I don't feel like typing tonight. I clearly have already screwed it up once.
That's a mood.
22, 18 plus 4.
Okay, so it doesn't work. All right, so they see that you've woken up, and they use an action to disengage and run out of the room that you're in.
Okay.
And they look like an image that I'm uploading now. So there you go.
Oh, he's unpleasant.
Well, that's an image of him looking like he's had a bad day. That's not. He is not currently on fire, nor is his sword. But the art has both of those things happening. But if you were to look at the facial features and the hairstyle and the outfit, that is what he's wearing. So
Okay.
I should describe this for the audience because this is an audio format. So the person who was in Hero's room, who just got stabbed with a dagger, is wearing plate armor. They have brown skin, glowing white eyes, wings.
And they're an angel.
And a long sword. And the armor is somewhat gleaming. The person in Xanthus's room does not look nearly as angelic. They have black hair, but it's graying on the sides. So they're aging well, I guess. A beard. Their eyes are also glowing somewhat, but not nearly as much. You can see pupils. And they are wearing black leather armor with a fancy red scarf type thing, like an infinity scarf going around.
Very
Their
Almost
popped
like
collar.
a gator.
Yeah, they have a popped collar, so your first guess is that they're named Chad, but that's just a knee-jerk reaction.
Chad.
They might not be named Chad. DM notes they are not actually named Chad at all. However, that's probably not going to stop Hero from coming up with a nickname for this person if they survive more than one round. Okay, back to the game. Xanthus, it is now your turn. You are alone in your bedroom.
But I know somebody has left my bedroom, fleeing.
Yes, he
I'm
did
going
not
to go
manage to take your necklace with him.
Well, that's good because I want to keep it.
It's currently
But
tangled
they
in both
haven't-
your horns.
What?
It's currently tangled in your tiefling horns.
Well, I will take half a moment to write it around my neck, and then get out of bed and try to go find out what the heck happened here, because I don't like. They broke into our home, and that's bad. And I would like to interrogate them because I can be scary.
Okay, so I will allow you to interact with one item. So you can take a moment to resituate your prayer beads, or you can grab a weapon, but you cannot do both.
I will not. I'm not grabbing a weapon because I have. I'm a wrestler now, so my hands are weapons, so to speak, and they do more damage. And so
these hands are lethal weapons. Oh my gosh! I'm waiting for the moment when you cast Smite on a punch.
Actually, by rules, you can't do that.
Okay, thank goodness, because I don't really want One Punch Man in my games.
Yeah, no, you can't. You cannot divine smite your fist, or you cannot cast Holy Smite or any of the smite spells on a fist. It must be a weapon. And I'm like, ah. I said I had visions of casting it up on my own fists, but no. So I want to get up, write my beads, and then chase after this man and attempt to punch at him.
Okay.
And we'll see what happens if that's successful.
Okay, so you run out into the hallway, and you see this person going around a corner, but you have not quite caught up to them. But you know which way they're heading.
Okay.
They're heading towards the common area, which from the common area you can get out.
Okay.
Now, next up is... Sorry?
No, that's it. I want to follow him.
Okay.
If
So we're going to say you're following him. That's great, but that will be your turn.
Okay.
Nix, there is no one in your room but you. However, you are hearing a kind of commotion that lets you know that things are going to be more interesting than you might care to have at 3 a.m, but such is your lot in life, you decided to hang out with this group.
All right. Well, I'm woken up from the screaming and then the running. Just
Audition
definitely been
during
both of
the
those.
morning.
So I'm gonna go, I guess, more towards the screaming cat.
Yeah,
See
I'm
what's going
yelling
on
a lot.
in there.
Okay.
So
Do you grab anything with you on your way out the door?
no.
Okay. I mean, you're a wizard. Your most powerful things are things where you don't need to bring a weapon with you.
Yeah. So I don't.
But I will tell you that with your movement, for the sake of this session, because I'm not looking at a floor plan yet, that'll be next time, I'm sure. But for this evening, at least, you can make it 2 heroes' door in 1 round. That won't be an issue. The door has been left slightly ajar, almost as if someone was trying to be sneaky and didn't want the sound of the door clicking to be an issue. They have blatantly ignored the sign that is clearly taped to the door.
Says cats only.
Most of us ignore it.
Yeah, because you're family, but this one's not.
Yeah.
Well, there appears to
Thundercats
be,
only.
from your perspective, there is a bird person because they have very large wings and they are hovering in front of Hero. Matter of fact, their back is to you, and that's what you can see.
Okay.
Can't believe we actually got plot in today's session.
We tried really hard.
Hey.
And got so far, but in the end,
We still got plot. We still got...
plot
So-
in my D&D campaign? It's more common than you
Not
think.
while I'm around. Let's go.
I push
Little
the
did
door
you know you
open a
built your
little
playhouse on a
more,
railroad.
and I yell, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I mean, that's all I do.
Man, Auntie
I'm
Nick,
not-
you are helping. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I mean,
Just
I
imagining
can-
that.
I can ray of frost in that direction and hit you. I can poison spray in that
And hit
direction
you.
and hit you.
On a tree. Yeah, you did the best thing.
I mean, canonically, there was
Well,
another person who used poison spray and melted the wall of a house. So,
Yeah, I did do that once. So, thank you.
Yeah.
It's not wise to throw any kind of damaging spells around your own house.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to destroy the inside of it.
No, I respect it. It just was funny. You're like, I run over there. I'm really ready. I throw open the door and I go, stop.
I was looking
mean,
to see if I had something I could like control better, but like I'm not gonna magic missile it yet. I don't even know what's going on.
The only thing that could make it better is if it was a Reaper instead. Hey, what are
Right.
you doing? We've talked about this. You clearly need to read the sign. So it is now the Angel's turn, and they look right at Hero and say, "This plan does not seem to be working. I apologize for the inconvenience." And they book it. So, Hero, would you like to make an attack of
bye.
opportunity?
No.
Okay.
I'll just let him go.
Okay. And they fly to the door, and they fold their wings in as they get to the door and just let their momentum carry them through the door, because otherwise, the wings would hit either side of the door frame, and that would be painful.
Bye.
Nix, would you like to make an attack of opportunity?
Yeah, I'm gonna poison spray them.
You can't do that with an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not unless
You
you're
just
a
have to
sniper.
punch him.
Oh,
Yeah, you have to be a
punch 'em.
spell sniper to do that.
Okay, all right.
and-
Then I'm gonna
Punch or a weapon. That's about all you can do with an attack of opportunity.
punch him in the face.
Okay, roll
well,
for punch.
Probably not, but
You're going to
It's a little-
attempt.
that's a little high. 10.
10 is not going to make it. You successfully punch their plate armor, but that's not their face. We can argue that you realize at the last second that, oh, by the way, that's not their face. That's a sheet of metal. That's going to be fun. And you pull your punch at the last moment so that you don't break any knuckles. But
That's fair. That's
yeah,
fair.
if it was a crit miss, then we could argue otherwise. But it wasn't a crit miss, so I don't like to punish people with game mechanics. I like to punish them with horrible, mind-rending trauma. Oh, I said the quiet part out loud. Moving forward.
Thanks.
So the angel flies out the door, and ooh, wow, they have a fly speed of 90 feet. So
Well,
I get to say, Xanthus, would you like to make an attack of opportunity?
On the angel?
Because an angel flies
or-
past you.
Okay. Well, yes, I will. And hold on. I'm trying to get to where my punches are.
They're in your fists.
Yeah, on the character sheet. That is a 23 armor class.
23 will hit.
Okay. I will do a whopping, let's see, 6 points of damage. This is on their turn, right? So I can't do anything else here.
Okay. I suppose if you had well, no, you can't use smite, but if you were using a weapon and you had precast one of the various smite things where it lasts for a while,
Yeah.
then that would be a thing. But that's two if statements that are not valid for this case.
Yeah. Well, the other thing I could do, I'm a wrestler. I need a bonus action. I can immediately grapple a target when I punch them, but I'm using essentially a reaction on an out of turn action, so I cannot grapple. So I was hoping to maybe punch and grab. I just punched.
Puppy dog.
yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's good.
No, it's fine.
It's good.
So I
Like
punch the angel as it
fireworks.
flies by and say, "Get out!"
I mean, you're in the middle of a city. we can argue it's Foley work. There are neighbors that have puppies, and they have been woken up by the commotion. That's fine.
Because I squawked loud.
I mean, one of the members of our circle of D&D friends has birds, and I literally gave their character a staff of bird calls because of how often we heard them in the background. Not a problem. With that said, as the angel flies past you, she does turn, and she's kind of like, she's doing the winged being equivalent of the backstroke. And
I can visualize this. I can,
Yeah.
actually.
And she says to Xanthus, "I will speak with my companion about the foolhardiness of this adventure. I again apologize for the inconvenience."
That was well timed.
And who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? You are. Moving forward. But now she has caught up to her compatriot, who Xanthus can see from here, but the compatriot is a bit closer to the door. They're about 25 feet ahead of you.
Okay.
Bye.
Is it my turn or?
It is now Hero's turn, because Hero got the 19.
Okay.
Are they gone?
Well, they're gone from your room. They're not gone from the building yet.
I just kind of let him go. Like, I just wanted to sleep, man.
Okay.
If they gone, they gone. I'll worry about that in the morning.
Okay.
I'm a cat.
It's the guy's turn. He heads out the front door.
Okay, I
Xanthus,
go
it's
back
your
to
turn.
sleep.
So what? He went out the front door, and the angel was still present.
Yes. If nothing stops her, she'll be able to go out the same door that he did.
Okay. Then I'm hoping to stop her because I'd like some more information. So
Okay.
I want to run in and grapple the Narthok. I mean the angel.
Okay. So you run in. She was 25 feet ahead of you, and that is within your movement. So you can definitely do that.
Okay.
Make your roll.
So we're going to try to narfle the Garthok, as the man says. That is a dirty 20 to attack.
Okay. She is going to use.
I don't know if I don't know if I need to hit with a grapple.
Well,
Now I think about it.
I'm looking at her strength and dex and deciding she's going to make a strength roll to compete against your grapple. I didn't think it had to be a 2-hit either.
Yeah, no. Okay, so my athletics check would actually be what's my hold on. I'm on the wrong chart. I get a little more on the athletics for being the wrestler, I think.
I got a dirty
never mind.
20, by the way. So.
Okay, so we tied.
Can I walk over?
And ties go
and
to the
assist?
attacker.
Yeah.
Can I walk over and assist?
Not in the middle of combat when it's not your turn, no.
Okay.
And besides, you already
Yeah.
said for your action you were going to attempt to fall back to sleep after saying goodbye.
Yeah, but like if they're fighting in the hallway, that makes it hard.
Technically, they're fighting in the auditorium.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I moved in. I tried to grapple. She resisted.
Okay. Nyx.
So about how far away are they from me? I
would
to
say-
the main room.
I would say ballparking it right now, they're about 35 feet away from you.
All right, well, I can get 10 feet away. Oh, okay. So I'm going to go down the hallway until I can see them. And
A
I don't know,
self-wrapping
stand there
sleeve,
and
a
look
nice gift.
stupid because I don't want to destroy our house.
Hey, you know what? That's fair. It's
Yeah.
this is not a situation where we're going to have a knockdown, drag-out fight that ends with everything around you being destroyed and bursting into
Why-
flames. And
why
I mean,
Xanthus
it
is
could
trying to
have. That would be
grapple.
hilarious, but no.
That's why Xanthus is trying to grapple. He's
Yeah.
good at it if he can get a hold of him. And very little actually gets hurt during a grapple.
Okay. It is the angel's turn.
Here's a bunch
And-
of gifs of Hero falling back asleep.
That most recent one that you posted looks very much like my cat, and it is adorable. So the angel looks right at Xanthus and says, "Your attempts are valiant, but ineffective for now.
Why are you here? Why are you bothering us? Why are you accosting us in our home?
I don't have a choice in the matter, but
We all have choices.
mortals do." And then she leaves.
Fly.
Dad!
Yep.
I need a
Well, she heads out
bedtime
the front door
story.
and then flies like straight up.
Yeah. That's a neat trick. Now, her
Father!
partner left. I will assume combat might be over at this point with no targets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did-
I will at least leave, go out of the house, and take a look around and see. I'm betting the guy on the ground is a stealthy type, and there's no chance in 6 moons that I'm going to find him.
Well, if you rolled really high in your perception,
I'm going to go outside with Xanthus on this look around for the other
12.
dude.
12 tells me he's not here.
well,
He looks like more of these stealthy types.
so Nyx, I'm aware that you have true sight at a different range than most people can see normally. What's the range on your true sight again?
120.
Okay. So yeah, twice as much as most people have dark vision. So off in the distance, you see like the silhouette of an angel carrying someone by their arms flying across the moon
That's
as
hilarious.
if they were riding a bike with someone swaddled and sitting in the basket.
I figured that's what they did. He waited, she grabbed him, and they flew off. I had a feeling.
But they are out of range at this point.
She said mortals,
Well, if she
So
was a
she-
real angel,
right? Okay.
I mean, I don't know.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Let's why don't we go to bed and let's talk to the Ogmanites in the morning. We can at least give them descriptions and maybe they know something.
Okay.
Because if it's
I-
if she was a real angel, maybe she's somebody they can, I don't know.
How would I react?
I knew this was coming, and I have no problem with it.
They're people. They don't happen at all, in fact.
Yes, but the Shriners have not loaned you cars.
Isn't that what the Ognomites are? They loaned us a theater.
No, they built.
I thought you were calling them cars.
Well, there are a few that had a tragic accent. Well, they had a tragic accent and a tragic accident because of the accent, because there was a miscommunication, and they're more machine now than gnome. But never mind about that. Well, at this point, I'm going to say this is probably a good beat on which to end it. So,
I agree.
Thank you everyone for playing. Thank you everyone for listening. Does anyone have something they want to plug?
I do not immediately have anything to plug.
I stream a lot on the Twitches. That's my plug. Sorry, I'm still in hero mode. I stream a lot on Twitch at Magical Millie. And I'm probably going to do that right after this is done because someone asked me to. So, there's that.
Okay, and we have a Patreon, patreon.com/cogwheelgaming. Help us keep the lights on. You can join other listeners' patrons, including Chris, Ellie, Eric, Janadalok, Mickey, Shanshan, and Walter. And until next time, this is Crash saying, I told you a frontal assault was probably going to be a bad idea. I know!
I can't believe we have a Team Rocket.